AITA for ordering takeout after my husband tricked me to cook for his kids? AITA? Hello. So to give some context, I F35 have been married to my husband, M37 for 6 months. He has 2 children from 2 different, uninvolved mothers and they live with us full-time. The kids are 7Y, and 10Y. I work long hours and it's a demanding job time-wise. My husband thinks that just because I WFH that I can pause whenever, but it's untrue. He'd ask me to do things for the kids or him during work hours. But I told him I'm working and unavailable during those hours, and that the kids are his responsibility till I'm done. Yesterday, he told me he wanted to go attend a friend's engagement dinner and asked if I could take time off work to make the kids dinner. I told him absolutely not, and insisted that he cook for them or order takeout. He said he had no time to cook, and takeout was off the table since he doesn't want them to eat fast food. He later said fine and that he was going to cook dinner then go to the party. 2 hours later, the kids came in and said they were hungry. I was puzzled. I asked if their dad cooked them dinner and they said he didn't. Moreover, he told them to come ask me to cook for them at exactly 7 p.m. I was so pissed to find myself in this situation. I took few minutes off the meeting and ordered takeout from the nearby restaurant and fed the kids. Then had them watch TV then go to sleep. He came home at 11 p.m. and went off on me after he discovered that I didn't cook like he was counting on me to do. Not only that, but he yelled about feeding the kids takeout. I argued back saying I had no choice after he basically tricked me into cooking for them knowing I was busy. So I ordered food and made sure the kids were fed while I focused on work. He ranted about how I care more about work than my stepchildren. God forbid. And called me selfish, then went upstairs and refused to talk to me. He's still sulking about it today and says I need to get my priorities in order, cause they're messed up. Info about that friend's engagement. My husband has this friend from college. They're close and he couldn't miss the event. Moreover, he said he was upset with me for missing the event and now refusing to cook a homemade healthy meal and ordering takeout knowing it's a no-go for him. Info the reason I expected him to cook other than the fact that I was busy was that he usually cooks for them, so it's both of our responsibility. Info does he work? Yes, but barely. He works at a warehouse only twice a week. His friend's dad owns the warehouse and he has a lot of leverage. Info more context on the mothers. One is an ex-wife. The other is an ex-girlfriend. Both left for financial reasons, he said, but I'm not fully convinced by that. NTA but you have bigger issues in your marriage than takeout. You married someone who does not respect your work or your time, is willing to let his kids go hungry in order to force your hand, and is now using emotional blackmail to punish you. This is a fundamentally broken approach to relationships, and it's honestly not hard to see why he doesn't have relationships with either of his kids' mothers. Info. Aside from stepkids and audacity, what does he bring to the table? Wait. He told you that you need to get your priorities in order when he left his children unfed to attend a party? Why did you marry this man? Quote, so much NTA. Bail out now. This man does not respect your needs, feelings, or boundaries. This relationship will consume you to the point where you no longer have a sense of self. Everything will be about his and the kids' needs. 1. He attempted to manipulate you into doing exactly what he wanted. Point 2. He got angry at you when his manipulation failed. Point 3. He's now gaslighting you into believing you're the bad guy for not falling for his manipulation. Point 4. He's now using the silent treatment to make you see things his way. This will only get worse. Save yourself and leave. File for divorce and move on to a happier existence. Sorry. ETA, NTA. It's not about you cooking for them. It's about him lying to you. Trying to force you to do something. Playing your kids against you and not respecting your work. You working from home does not mean that you can do whatever you want. If you were working in an office, he wouldn't have left them home alone. He does not respect you. NTA. And just for the record, they won't die from takeout. He calling every takeout fast food is a whole other story. NTA. I hope you realize your priority is you and start packing. NTA. He knew the event was coming up. He should have made plans accordingly. He could have made extra food the night before and put it on plates ready to be warmed up for dinner that night. Or made a casserole or lasagna or something that could be reheated for dinner. His failure to prepare is not your responsibility. His behavior around this is the more concerning thing. He doesn't respect your job op. NTA. Why are you with this guy? He had 2 failed relationships. I think I can see why his past relationships have failed. He probably is with you just so his kids can have a stepmother. He doesn't see your work as work. So he thinks you can easily drop everything for the family. Why can't he grab a pot and pan to cook food? Cooking doesn't take 2 hours. So he easily could have made something or meal prepped in the time he was arguing with you. Or maybe instead of going to his party, he could have stayed home to make sure his kids are fed. I don't see where he thinks he's right in all of this. NTA. But why are you married to him? Do you want to be raising kids that he made with 2 different women and is trying to dump on you? He does not sound like he is worth this sacrifice. Good thing is that you only lost 6 months on them. Get out of it now and find someone with no kids. You'll regret wasting your good years on this relationship. If he wants a nanny, he should hire one. What the heck? He's being a control freak. He should be thankful you agreed to watch them at all. You can't beg someone to watch your kids then control exactly how they do it unless you're paying them to. NTA. NTA. Obviously he is confused, and if his children's diet was a priority he should have made arrangements, but his social life was his priority. He chose to impregnate 2 women who had no interest in parenting, and then he thinks a 3rd woman is going to pick up the slack? He is the full-time parent for these children. Did he think marrying you would ease his parental burden? It sounds like the conversation that should have happened pre-marriage about the division of labor has to happen immediately. NTA. I'm sure if you called him in the middle of his shift at work to come home and make food for the kids he would agree, right? Also funny how prioritizing work over kids equals bad, but prioritizing an engagement party over kids equals just fine. NTA. Do not get pregnant to this man. NTA. So he lied to you. Deliberately put you in a situation where you would have no choice but to do what he wanted, trying to manipulate you. I would say that you guys should get some couples counseling or seriously evaluate your relationship. It sounds like he seriously doesn't respect you as a person or respect your time or your career. NTA. Although hubby is a huge awe, there are so many red flags. He doesn't respect your career. He blatantly lied to you about feeding his children. And then he had the nerve to complain about what you fed his kids that he lied about feeding. Behavior like that would be a deal breaker for me. Info. Does he work? Did he have a busy schedule that day? Info. What was so appealing about this guy that you married him? NTA. If he doesn't apologize and adjust his behavior, you may want to cut your losses and consider this marriage a mulligan. NTA. I'm all for being a new parental figure for stepkids, if everyone involved agrees. But if push comes to shove, he needs to step up as the bio parent, or arrange for something else. You did nothing wrong. You communicated your schedule beforehand and he had time to adjust, he just didn't. This after 6 months marriage? No wonder he has 2 exes and saying, you don't care about your stepchildren. He's slotting you into a role that works best in his life, which is watching his kids while he does his own thing, then trying to guilt you into submission. Imagine what the next 6 months have in store. Why are you married to this man? NTA by the way. But do you want this for the rest of your life?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.